The time has come.
Alright, this is my second attempt at the dungeon. I went back and got all my health, and I also picked up a lot of rupees along the way. I didn't buy anything this time around, though. And unfortunately, because I left the dungeon, I had to walk all the way back through the Lost Woods, since there's nothing else I can teleport to over here. It'll be nice once we beat this dungeon, so that way we can have a quick way back. Even though it really won't mean anything in the end, because the next couple dungeons aren't really near this area. I could have bought the magic shield, which blocks the Wizrobe's attacks, and it is very useful. But it was also 130 rupees, at least the one I found was. I know prices are different depending on the shop. But I believe in my abilities to simply avoid the Wizrobes, especially since we don't really need to kill all of them all the time. In this case, we can just walk past, assuming they don't Akuma in front of us. Okay. Okay, that was a little bad. We kind of need some help now. Gliok stays dead, which is nice. And let's use this key and head north. After killing the likes, of course. Uh-oh. Also, that's a situation where if I had the magical shield, I definitely would have lost it there, because I might have mentioned this before, but the likes take your shield. Or at least the better shield, anyway. And that's 130 rupees just gone like that. Here we are. Is this an item or a teleportation? Oh, it's an item. Oh, yes, this is the wand. Now this item just simply acts as a projectile that hits the end of the screen. It's kinda useful. It doesn't do anything against some enemies like Wizrobes or Darknuts. But the nice thing about this item is that I don't remember if it's the next dungeon or the dungeon after this, or the dungeon after that, but at some point we get the book, which is simply a power-up for the wand. And so then the wand will have fire properties to it, and it'll become a flame at the end, essentially meaning it replaces the candle. Because it lights up the room all the same, and it lingers just like fire with the wand, or with the candle does. Here we are. I guess I'd just go this way. I don't remember how this dungeon works completely, so I don't know exactly where I'm going. Oh boy, we gotta deal with a bunch of Wizrobes again. Ooh. I'm getting pretty good luck with the health. Oh, that... Okay, no, that's the other room. But the reason I'm hearing the boss right now is because he's in the room over here, but I'd imagine we have to go up and around. Either that or there's some other convoluted design involved with the area I died in. It's been some time since my last recording, so I don't quite know where that was. Let's just see. Actually, he could be in the northern room. They're both next to the Triforce room. But okay, no, I cannot bomb that way. And this way is just advice. There are secrets where fairies don't live. Thank you. I'll get to that when we get to that. But, okay, so very clearly we need to go to another area. I'm thinking I went south in the room after this one. Although I suppose I never went up here, we might as well check it out. Okay, another room full of enemies. Any secrets here? No. Okay, so this is gonna be quite the long dungeon, and now I realize I only have 2.5 hearts, so I don't think I can fight a bunch of blue Wizrobes. But there's nothing else I can do. I can go back to way earlier in the dungeon. I know there's some orange Wizrobes there I could possibly farm. Well, not farm, because... I don't know. I suppose I'd just go back for health and see what happens. Oh, I can't go back unless I kill all of these guys? Oh, what is that guy doing? He's just being straight up rude. Ow. Oh, man. I got a rupee. 1 rupee. Yay. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good that we can't go back and fight these guys without fighting all of the enemies in that room. I mean, there we have to kill all the enemies because the northern door is locked off. Oh, and then, right, we have to... No, we don't. We just have to do that if we're going up. Okay. And the keys don't drop anything. Here are some enemies that could drop some hearts. Please? Nope. Okay, I got nothing from those ones. I think there's more in this room over here. I'm just going after any enemies that could potentially give me health. No, there's a dark room. Okay. Oh man. Here we go. Ooh, a fairy! Okay. That was some health. That was a very small amount of health, but there's more enemies I can kill. For some reason, all of the Wizrobes in here and all of the slime enemies respawned. Yeah, look, now they're gone. I think the enemies respawn because I got the wand. So that technically counters as exiting another area. So let's see. Okay, yeah, exiting the dungeon brings these guys back. So let's, instead of using the flute and going to the ferry, I'm just gonna kill all of these guys, go in and out of the dungeon constantly, so this way I don't have to go back through the Lost Woods over and over again. Okay. Now, continuing on through the dungeon with a bit more health now and knowing about where we need to go. Oh man, those amazing dodges. Did you see that? Oh, and then I got hit twice. But yeah, can I bomb this wall right here? Because that would be a major shortcut. I cannot. Seems like I can't do a lot of bombing in this dungeon in particular. Like, it's all designed so that all the rooms are locked, and all the keys are hidden behind certain areas so that you're forced to fight certain enemies. Like, it wants you to experience this dungeon. I suppose since it's the introduction of the Wizrobes, they want you to get to learn the enemy a bit. Alright, here we are. Dark room. Kill that guy. Okay, we don't gotta kill all the enemies here. Let's just get out of here. I'm not even focused on killing the orange ones so that we can get health, because I have an alright amount of health. Oh, and these guys aren't a problem. Unfortunately, aren't giving us any health. But this room should be the one with the staircase that gets us to the boss. Oh yes, this is the room where I died. I remember now. Yes, there we are. Okay. All we gotta deal with now is like-likes. There's no way I'm gonna die to some like-likes. There we are. And we're off. The boomerang is actually useful in areas like this because you can aim it in all 8 directions, and it's really unpredictable where these keys are going to go, so you can really take care of them. And on the way back, it changes directions to adjust to where you are, so it's pretty useful. Here we are. Okay, we got 1 extra heart before the boss. And it looks like we got to go through a couple more rooms after this, too. This dungeon just does not end. Ow, I hit myself with fire, of course. Oh, I got a key. Oh boy. Now, there is a room below this, but I don't see what the point is. So I'm just gonna get out of here. Here we are, okay. Boss time. And this is Goma the spider. We use the bow. And you'll notice that Goma's eye sometimes is a bit more open, sometimes a bit more closed. We need to shoot the eye when it's slightly more open. And then they die in 1 hit. Man, the bosses in this game are great, let me tell you. There's a Triforce piece. It's nice that we refill all our health when we get a Triforce piece. And I know for a fact the next dungeon is the one where we need the food. I'm pretty certain. And even if it isn't, we might as well buy it now since there's nothing else really that's going to cost us 200 rupees like the blue ring did. So, it's all just a matter of we only have so much of the game left and we know we need the food before the game ends, so let's buy it now, why not? Dungeon 4 is kind of close. We got a bit of a ways to go. But, I know the food is in a lot of different locations. I always remember there's one area where there's 2 shops straight in a row, and I believe all the items in them are different. So it's very useful to go there, it's very useful to shop. It's just north of here, I believe. Yes, this is it. And one of these is actually where we got the blue ring in the first place. But here is not the meat. This is the magical shield. Maybe it's in the northern shop. Oh, hey, a rupee. I didn't pick up the rupee. I was having issues. Alright. Meat.